is everybody doing? Recording in progress. Thank you, Hallie. How's everybody doing today? Can you believe it is the 4th of July? Well, technically it's the 3rd, but can you believe that fireworks are happening? That means we're 6 months through the first of the year. First part of the year. We have 6 months left to implement our dreams and our goals that we had slated for 2024. And I'm sure a lot of that has to do with getting new clients. So that's what we're going to be talking about today is networking. Networking and different ways to go about doing it. I think sometimes we all get so stuck on social media that sometimes good old-fashioned networking goes to the wayside. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And I keep looking out here. I've got these big picture windows in my office. I'm on Addison Circle here in Dallas, and they have a Kaboom Town tonight. And so they're setting up, and I've got a lot of construction workers working. So I'm going to try not to even pay attention. So for those of you who might be new around here, thanks for joining us. I think we've got a handful of people who are learning about the Interior Designers Business Launchpad, which is our Facebook group. So right now we're here on Zoom. I don't think we're streaming live into the Facebook because Meta has blocked us from the Zoom, but this will be recorded and uploaded into the guides section of the Interior Designers Business Launchpad. If you are here on a replay, please type in replay. For those of you who are here live, thank you very much. Please go ahead and drop a howdy into the chat and let me know where you're from. That would be fantastic. And let me introduce myself real quick. My name is Michelle Lynn, and I am the owner of ML Interiors Group, which is an interior design, an award-winning interior design firm here in Dallas, Texas. And I have been in business since 2008, really focusing on interior decorating and design. Since 2013, for the most part, really struggled with the business aspect of it for many years. Lost a lot of money, lost a lot of sleep, lost a lot of hair color. So it's turned gray, and this is all fake. So I don't even know what color my hair is anymore. Pretty white, I think, pretty white. Hello, Christine. Hello, Vanetta. It's good to see you guys. Maria Rojas. Hello. So when I was going through all of this struggle of trying to learn how to run a business and not trade my time for money and actually have some sanity left over at the end of the day, I promised myself that once I figured it out, that I would share it with other interior designers. So long story short, in June of 2018, I went to Michigan to adopt my now daughter, Genevieve. And while I was there, my team didn't call and they didn't check in. And I had to call them and make sure that the business was still, running. And they said, yeah, basically what we're doing is we're just following all of the processes and procedures that we've been, creating over the past few years. And so at that point, not only was my daughter born, but I knew that this new adventure of coaching and mentoring and just, leading women into their best business selves, that was born as well. So Designed for the Creative Mind is the platform that houses our free training. Like today, we have a podcast. I have multiple paid programs, including the flagship signature program, which is called the Interior Design Business Bakery. And today we are doing some free training. What else do we have? So we've got podcast, blog, free trainings, paid trainings. We do a summit, just a handful of things. So it's a lot of fun. And I know that this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. So hello. Hey, Fez. I think it's Hey, Fez. I know we've met online before, and I am probably not pronouncing your name properly, so I apologize. Christabel, hello. And men, please, if that's okay. Yes, hello. I'm glad you're here. Yes, thank you, Hallie. We do have an upcoming workshop on July 22nd is when we're kicking it off. It's a free 5-day workshop, and it is called Rolling in the Dough: How to Qualify, Quote, and Close Amazing Clients While You Bake Your Profits into Your Project. It's 5 days of really badass content. I've got to tell you, it's really good. We have concierge who will hold your hand all the way through the process. We have workbooks that we send you so that you have literal good takeaways that you can implement immediately. And I know some of y'all have been to that workshop. If you're here live and you've been to the workshop, will you just drop a howdy, and that you've been to the workshop? And I'd appreciate that. I know. Come on. I know some of y'all have been there. Okay. I've got my notes here. I've got my notes. Thank you, Christine. I know you've been there. Thank you. Hello. Say hello. Vanetta. Hello. Vanetta is one of, she's made the leap into the interior design business bakery. So hello, girl. It's good to see you. I think Kelly, you've been here. You've been there. Let's see. I don't have my whole gallery here, but anyway, thank you for attending. Thank you for being here today. Let's get into the good stuff, shall we? That's enough talking about all the other things. This is what I really come here for. Okay, so networking. Of course, you're doing your social media, right? And trying to bring people in there, and hopefully you're working on your social media, your SEO, your email marketing, things along that line. And that should be bringing business in. Then you have your clients, and hopefully you have a process in which to gather their reviews and their referrals. How else can you get clients? Networking. This is something that I touched on a couple of weeks ago in our Sugar and Spice Society, which is another paid program, but it's basically focused on sales and marketing and driving that business so that you can join the Interior Design Business Bakery. And we talked about it for about an hour. Today's not going to be that extensive, but it's enough to be dangerous. Let's simply start with in-person networking and going to trade associations. What I mean by trade associations is you want to go to meet where you can potentially meet some referral partners. It's not going to be your end user. It could be, but for the most part, like the Interior Design Society is a fantastic group to get involved with. And I'll tell y'all, don't do what I did. Don't do what I did and say, I don't need to network with interior designers. Like, why am I going to go network with interior designers? Here's the thing, y'all. When I finally started getting plugged in and off my ass and in person with these people, not only are they wonderful interior designers, thank you, ITG, that Hallie, she's so good at dropping in the links. Not only are they wonderful people, but where interior designers go, so do other trade professionals. So I've met people to hang my wallpaper, builders, general contractors, stone people, okay, a fantastic fabricator. So you're meeting other individuals who can assist you in implementing your designs, but also as you develop that relationship, they're going to be bringing clients to you. So you've got the Interior Design Society, but also your local builders association, the NARI, which is the National Association of the Remodeling Industry. Okay, NKBA, like there's even ASID. I'm not as familiar with them, but get involved. So just get out there. Make sure you bring your business cards. And if you're an introvert like me, do your little dance, sing at the top of your lungs in your car before you get there, and just get that energy out there to go meet people. So, Hallie, you are fantastic with the links. Y'all check those links out. So that's some of your trade associations. Other places that you can go is specific for business networking, okay, where it's intentional networking and introductions. Whereas some of these other businesses, sometimes there's some education that goes with it. Sometimes it might be a happy hour or something along that line. And yes, the intention is to network, but if you can find a group that is specifically designed and set up for networking, then go with that intention as well, because people are there specifically to be able to give and receive leads. Some options are like the Chamber of Commerce. And within the Chamber of Commerce, there are multiple subgroups in there. So it might be the women's entrepreneurship group of the chamber, of the Dallas Chamber, or it might be the small, uh, I don't know, Lakewood location or whatever. But you can get plugged in some of the smaller groups. It's not just the overlying Chamber of Commerce that you're going to advertise on their website. So show up and meet people. They'll have lunches. So for example, there's like coffee and connections, where maybe they have coffee in the morning and it's there specifically for you to sit down, introduce yourself, what you do, and what kind of client you're looking for, and here's my business card. BNI, BNI, Business Networking International, BNI. Ivan Meisner started this years ago, and it's a great organization that meets once a week, usually once a week, at and they have some smaller, so small groups within your city. And what that one does for sure is that it only allows one person per seat in the industry. So if you're an interior designer and you want to get in front of other people who are there specifically to give and receive leads, BNI, Hallie's got this here, find your local chapter, go visit. I'll tell you that different groups within your local market, they all have a different flavor. You need to find a group that understands the level of service that you provide. Okay, it was I was in one group when I was a $75 an hour decorator, and that was fantastic. It gave me the opportunity to learn, and I'm still in touch with some of those individuals. And then you have to up level yourself in the groups that you go to as your business gets more sophisticated. But go and test them out for free until you find where you want to, until you find your people. There's other women's groups. There's like, just start asking. You're going to be surprised what you can find in your neck of the woods. And finally, wherever you are, small town, big city, suburbs, metropolitan, whatever, focus on what you love to do. Like, what drives you? What brings joy to you? Is it volunteering for Big Brothers Big Sisters, Make-A-Wish? Is it volunteering at your child's school? So where can you get plugged in? And it could even be on the sidelines of the soccer field where your kid's running up and down on the weekends. But get plugged in and have your business cards with you and start conversations. Like, talk to people. Networking is oftentimes just opening your mouth and putting your hand out to say hello, shaking their hand, and learning more about them. People love to talk about themselves. And then if you ask them what they do for a living, more often than not, they're going to turn around and ask you what you do for a living. And in that vein, you're sharing with a potential client. And if they're not a potential client, then they may know somebody. They may be speaking to somebody the following week, say, oh, you know what? I don't need to hire Michelle because I've already blah, 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 blah. But, I just talked to this designer last week and here's her card. So just getting out there, and y'all, I am a big ass introvert. Not necessarily just an introvert with a big ass. Okay. But with that, like, talking to strangers for me and having some conversations is not always easy, but it is important when you own your own business. So yes. Oh, one of our bakers gets a lot of referrals from her tennis club. That's a great point, Hallie. I was just talking to actually a friend of mine that I made through IDS. We were having lunch a month or so ago, and she was talking about how tennis has pretty much funded her entire interior design business. I'm like, I wish I liked tennis or pickleball or something like that, but not really. So find what makes you happy and get out there and do it. Jackie, so my current and soon to be roles at IDS. Yeah, absolutely. I am currently, so I've served in the capacity of treasurer as well as secretary for the local DFW IDS chapter. I'm currently vice president and in charge of programming, which is the meetings, and I suck at it, but thank goodness it is a volunteer job and they can't fire me. And next year I will be president. So I think it's a 2-year commitment. And then after that, who knows? But just getting involved has been so rewarding, and I've made some really good connections. And here's the thing as well. When you are, you're very welcome. Thanks for asking. When you're in circles with like-minded people, just like on this call today, we don't have a lot of interaction, but you are surrounded by individuals who understand like what we go through on a daily basis. Like how much of a headache is it when something's back ordered, or how much of a headache is it when a client shops you, or how rewarding is it when you finish a project and the client comes in and cries. Okay, so surrounding yourself with other individuals who are like-minded and are in the same industry, there's really nothing like it. And that's been a really huge benefit for our interior design business bakery as well, as in the launch pad, just sharing that. So get out there this weekend, y'all. Figure out where you might be able to go network, where you might be able to draw inspiration from, and people that you would want to meet, or maybe you don't even think you want to meet them. But in turn, once you get out there, you should have some fun, and hopefully it'll pay for itself as well. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your time. Thanks for your support, especially going into a holiday weekend. I hope everybody has a wonderful, safe holiday weekend, and that you stay cool. I think most of the nation right now is under this major heat advisory. So thanks for being here. I'll see you again in a couple of weeks, and then for sure on the 22nd. Come and join me. See you soon. Happy 4th.